And for a long time, you try to figure out your style and you try to figure out who you are. Um, and you look at your contemporaries and, well, I can't paint like that or I can't paint like that. Block that out of your head. Don't paint like that. You have to paint the way you paint. You can learn from them. You can observe. You can watch. You can watch videos. But in the end, you have to do your thing. And if you don't do your thing, you could get lost. And you don't want to get lost. You want to stay focused.
Yeah, it's very important to not get, because again, like how I said earlier, we're in the age of information. Wonderful. Double-edged sword,
Yeah.
right? You
Yeah.
don't want to get bogged down by too much information. There's
Yeah.
so much about, you have to kind of funnel it. You have to limit it. Because it's so easy to get enamored and inspired by other artists and their work, but maybe it's not in your genre. Maybe it's not anywhere near the type of work you even make. Maybe their palette is entirely different, right? And it's easy to get to trick yourself into thinking, oh, maybe this is what I should do. It's like, no, no, calm down, sit down, give it a big think,
Yeah.
and funnel. Just limit, limit, limit. Because, like you said, it might drown out your own voice, and then suddenly, instead of you being known for you, where people see your work and say, "Oh, that's a Brian Bateman," right? They might say like, "It kind of looks like a student of so and so," instead,
Yeah.
right? Or it
Yeah.
looks like so and so,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. You
that's
have to
kind of
be
sad.
careful. You can, as you come up through the ranks, you emulate other artists that you admire,
Hmm.
and you want to paint like them for a while to learn. It's okay to do that. It's okay to take a Renoir and paint like that for a while, or take an Anton, Western art, or a Matt Smith, and paint like that for a while because you're learning different things about how they go about it. But in the end, you have to do your thing. You have to, like you said, take all that information and funnel it and do what's best for you. You can take all the workshops you want in the world. You can watch all the videos you want to. In the end, you have to funnel it out and do what's best for you. What works for you? There's different ways of attacking a canvas. There's different ways of painting. As long as the end result is professional and looks the way you want it to look, and you're proud of it, and you learn from it, that's all you need to do. But that's easier said than done because I will still have noise in my head that I have to get that out of there and do what I should be doing. And my style now has become much more loose. It's much more splatter. It's much more free. I got a painting that I did called Resolution that is very, very loosely based. It's splatter and kind of building up from thin to thick like we all should do. But I do a lot of thinner paint now because I'm getting this very cool effect. Um, I'm always experimenting. You don't want to get stagnant. You want to keep pushing and learning and growing and experimenting. Use a rag, wipe it off, put some thinner on there and see what it does. Put a medium or something on there to see what happens. And just enjoy the process. Enjoy what you're doing. Now, in the end, we're supposed to make a living at it, and hopefully we do. It's cyclical. Bless my wife. She puts up with a lot, like any other artist, significant other, has to have that certain mindset to put up with that because that's not easy to put up with sometimes. You get the highs and lows. You get a big paycheck, and then you don't get something for a month or two or three, and then, you've got to budget yourself. One of the smartest things that one of my contemporaries told me, Bill Anton, when I visited his studio, is after I got over the shock of being invited into his studio and looking at his work, which was absolutely just phenomenal. And he was very gracious. He was very kind. And he sat me down, and my wife was there. He sat us both down and he told us, never live beyond your means. And I'm looking at his work, and he's, 120,000 a painting or what. He just, doing great. Oh, yeah, Bill's doing well, but Bill has worked his butt off a long time to get to where he is. And, but that always stuck with me. Never live beyond your means because you don't know what's going to happen in the artwork.